and welcome to Poker News. The European Poker Tour is finished for this year. It will be recommencing on January the 17th to the 20th in Copenhagen for the Scandinavian Open. The last stop on the tour was in Dublin, and the event attracted some very big names such as the Devilfish, Tony G, Simon Aces Trumper, Barney Boatman, Willie Tan, Poor Egg Parkinson, and London EPT champion Vicky Coren, to name but a few. However, it was another Brit who took the EPT title. Londoner Roland de Wolf walked away with over €500,000. The event attracted 389 top poker professionals, an increase of 141 players on last year. Joining me now from North London is the Dublin EPT champion, Roland de Wolf. So Roland, have you been celebrating hard since your EPT win?
Well, Cara, it's a tiring thing when you play for so many days. So I had a few drinks that night, and since then I've just been relaxing, and I hope to just take a little bit of time off and just get myself together and focus on playing regular online games. But just for the moment, a little bit of rest for a couple of weeks is what the doctor ordered.
You're the first person to win a WPT and EPT title, so do you have your sights set on any other titles?
I'd like to win the World Series Poker bracelet. I think that's the ultimate accomplishment in the game. In terms of history and tradition, although the European Poker Tour fields and WPT fields are probably tougher these days, a bracelet is missing from my CV, so I think that's the thing I'd really like to add. But if it doesn't come and I manage to win another WPT or EPT, I'll be equally happy. You know, anything that I enter, I just want to win. So.
As the current champion, do you ever think the EPT will surpass the World Series of Poker as the ultimate poker accolade?
John Duthie, Thomas Kremser and the EPT have done a great job putting on the great tournament so far, so it's gonna carry on improving, but the World Series is the World Series. So.
By winning the competition in Dublin, you've also qualified for the grand final in Monte Carlo alongside Vicky Coren. It's going to be a tough field. What do you think your chances are?
As I say, when I enter a tournament, I think that I've got an advantage against the average player in the field, so I have some equity there, and if I'm confident in playing well, and most importantly if I'm running well and being lucky at the time, then I've got a chance. I've got the experience and I know what to do. But in a competition where there's 400 runners, even if you're twice as good as the average, you're only 200 to 1, so not particularly likely, but a chance. And
finally, Roland, what's next for you?
I hope to go to Australia for the Aussie Millions, and before that I have a full tilt invitational at the Red Rock Casino in Las Vegas in November, which goes out live. 7 players competing for $1 million, and I've got a shot, so I'll be there.
Online poker players in America and US residents may have tough times ahead as their privacy rights face infringement. FBI Director Robert Mueller has issued a statement declaring that he wants internet service providers to store customer data to a greater degree than ever before. This means that the government could hold records with information picked up via a user monitoring system. These records will contain the IP address of the user, the identity of email correspondence, instant message logs, and the web addresses of visited sites. The government is in favor of this movement as they are concerned about the amount of free-flowing information that currently operates under present law. They've attempted to justify this Big Brother method by citing the usual suspects, i.e. child pornography, terrorism, and money laundering. However, this is bound to cause a huge amount of controversy as the online community will have their privacy rights violated. The outcome of these measures will cause a surge of public debates, and legal battles are predicted to commence early 2007. And finally, SuperiorPoker.com were recently caught with their fingers in the cookie jar after an attempt to poach customers from competitor site VIP.com by sending a viral email announcing that the site was no longer in operation. A cunning ploy, but not clever enough. VIP.com were quick to spot the fraud and send a counter-email attack informing all their customers it was business as usual. Without proper legislation in place in America, could this be the beginning of a new phase of cyber espionage? Watch this space. That's all from me. I'll see you next time.